All right, now so we have everything done, we've got all this stuff set up. So what do we do now with social media that we can't overwhelm ourselves? Because there's a lot of stuff to be overwhelmed by. So what we have to do is start social media. So how do we do this? Well, first, social media. What is that? That's things like Facebook, right? I'm sure you're all familiar with Facebook. It's pretty popular. A lot of other platforms out there. Whatever is perfect for your use case, your website, your business, whatever you're trying to start up. There's a lot of different platforms out there. They all have their own unique content. But let's first try not to get overwhelmed, right? So let's focus on one step at a time. And right now, let's focus on just setting up something like Facebook. So the most important part is to decide which accounts are you going to need. What are you going to post? There's like all this this stuff that you have to get through. It's a lot, but if you write it out and you go step by step, it's really, it gets simple and simple. So why is it so overwhelming? For some people it's not, I'm sure, but it's like a whole field, right? It's not just one thing. It's content. It's like a medium. It's like writing or making a movie or making something like that. It's making content and transferring it to somebody else. So it's a whole field. We compare ourselves. It's that social comparison. I compare myself to somebody else. I don't see their struggles. I say, oh, they did it so easily, and then you think everybody's looking at you. They're not. You know what I mean? Like, if you make a small change or a small problem or like there's a small, you know what I mean? If there's like something that goes wrong, not everybody's going to be like staring at you over it. You know what I mean? It's not very, you want people, you want attention, don't get me wrong, but don't overanalyze at the same time. Just take it as it comes and try to make as much of the best content as you can. Of course, that's like kind of a give me, right? Make the most of the best content you can. But it's very important to keep that consistency as well and not to overwhelm yourself. If you're getting 0 views, find out why. Take it step by step. Don't make yourself too overwhelmed. So after we go past the overwhelming, right, let's look at the social comparison, more or less. So the social comparison really hurts us because you're looking at, like, what are you seeing, right? You're seeing their best without the struggles. So what does that mean for us? We're going to go through the struggles and then maybe see the best of our own. So when we get that opposite, right, we tend to underestimate what it's needed and overestimate how it's impacting us, right? If people have been doing this for years, they're going to be better at it. It's just, that's just how the works. So let's pick one platform. So the platform choice, right? It really matters on your demographics. It changes so much that I can't really say in one video, but Facebook right now is a lot of older people. Instagram's a lot of younger people. They're both owned by Meta. They both have the same characteristics as, something that's owned by the same parent company. And there's like X, there's Twitter, there's short form content, long form content. There's a lot of different mediums out there that you can create accounts. So just focus on one right now. When you're going through this, focus on one of them. That should be like your main, you know what I mean? Like your hub of where all of your content goes, and then the other ones have like some of it, you know what I mean? So something that's versatile. Me personally, I like YouTube because you can do long form and short term content, which I like to do both of. So what do you actually post, right? So what do I post? Well, that's platform dependent. So what do I mean by that? You don't want to post an ad, right? If it's just an ad, no one's gonna like it, right? If I just got an ad for a newspaper, or something in the mail, I'm just gonna throw it away. It has to add value instead of being an ad. So what do I mean by add value? It can insight, knowledge. People like to relax, so laughter. Like, is it funny or not? There's a lot that goes into that. But post something that you would want to see on your story. Reminder that it's like tied to you and your reputation. So don't go too far into like the funny. You know what I mean? But yeah, you definitely want to create something that's not just an ad, because if I just got a bunch of ads on my feed, I would not use social media. I mean, that's just stupid. But it makes sense because you want to get the ad out there. You want to get your message out there, right? But if you think it through and wholly, or like even like writing it down, like I always say, that can really help. So now we have to measure what matters. Measure the actual views does not help. So what do we measure? We measure the click-through rate. So that's going to be somewhere within 1 to 2%. That's going to be like impressions. So someone saw it versus someone clicked on it and actually watched it or watched it for long enough. The conversion rate, that really helps. It's a smaller number typically, but that really helps you view how much people are actually interested. So now let's look at some misconceptions, right? So you don't need a big following to start out with social media. There are some that you do, like Twitch, which is a streaming platform. There's a lot of people with like 0 or 1 viewers because it's a lot of time to dedicate, and it's just not somewhere where you grow. They don't push small streamers. So you don't have to be on every platform. One of them is good. You start that one base, and then when you realize that that's kind of like limiting you, you can grow and grow and grow. Don't upload it all at the same time because they'll actually disincentivize that and flag it. Normally like 2 uploads a day or 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Like I have a schedule on YouTube, and then on other ones I just post them all at once. And YouTube does way better. Instagram doesn't seem to have too much of a filter on that, but it's harder to post them all at once as well. So your posts originally aren't going to look professional and polished. They're just not. It's too difficult to get everything perfect, and that's completely fine. No one really cares. Yeah, in your first post, who cares, right? If no one sees them, no one sees them. And like judging them, why would anybody judge it? It's your first post. It's like making your first, like signing your autograph for the first time. It's gonna be like not the greatest. I mean, it's gonna be nice to look back on and say, wow, I've come a long way as well. So going viral is like kind of, I don't want to say a myth, but it's harder to do than people think as well. So don't focus on just, oh, I want to go viral, I want to go viral, I want to go viral. Do it in your own way and get viral in your own way as well. In your own like 1,000 views or something like that. And do you even want to go viral? Like, is that even a good thing? Because that can cause other problems as well. So you also don't need to post every day. Routine matters, but it's not everything at the same time. Yeah. So now let's look at our start, right? We're going back to the start part of it. So the start, create today. So do a step today, and then commit for other days, right? And the most successful people at any task really are the ones that commit to it, rain or shine, if they're happy, if they're not happy, if they have a good day, if they're tired, if they're not tired. The people who stick with it, really, you could see have a successful career in whatever they're doing. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have my email, everything like that. And yeah, thank you for watching.